And we continue today on CentralValleyTalk.com. Let's talk business. Let's talk law right now with local attorney Adam Roriguez. Kind enough to wait through the whole show to be on today.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Pleasure to be here.
All right. What were you were telling me about the transition you just made recently in your personal life.
Yes, I've been an attorney for approximately 5 years, and about 3 months ago I transitioned from essentially public defender's work to private attorney work, and it's been a little bit more difficult transition than I thought.
Why is that?
The volume of cases you have as a public defender
Overwhelming.
versus overwhelming.
Right? Now you can pick and choose.
Well, yeah, but it's different. It's ability to, when you're in a public sector, the clients that are coming to you oftentimes are people that unfortunately most people don't want to talk to. I get to, and I actually...
They're poor people, street people.
But I see it as a pleasure to me. I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy the conversations I have relating to individuals, finding their backstory, finding the good things about them. Because oftentimes, unfortunately, when they come to me, all you see is the bad thing that they may have done. No one knows about their story, how they grew up, the circumstances that led up to that. And that's all interesting to me, and it's all part of it. And that's really the reason why I kind of do what I do. I love the people part of it,
I can tell he's an attorney because he said the bad things they may have done. Innocent until proven guilty,
Yes.
right?
It's better than using the word allegedly.
I'm always curious with attorneys. When you were a little kid, did you say, I want to grow up to be an attorney?
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely
I mean,
not.
how does that happen then?
I don't know how it happened with me.
Because it's a big commitment to become.
It is. I went to Fresno State. I'm from this community, and I decided that I wanted something more. So I decided to go to law school. I don't know what actually drove me to that point. I knew that I wanted to help people, something very important to me. I didn't know how I wanted to do that. So I decided to go to law school, maybe for a different challenge. Once I got there, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with criminal defense. To me, defending the Constitution became something very important to me. Defending people's rights, is something that I cherish, and I'm excited to do every day. And I think I fell in love with that during law school, and it's carried over to what I do now. And 5 years later, I love what I do every day. I get to fight the fight every day, and I get to meet interesting people every day.
Yeah. I worked at Channel 47 for 30 years, and I had to cover a lot of trials. And I don't know how you guys can sit through a trial. I mean, I'm only there for a couple of hours, and I'm bored stiff. How do you sit through an entire trial and stay awake?
and that's part of it. What you're asking people to do as a juror is get them out of their regular lives. They're going about their business, and you're plugging them into my life, into our world. It's a very difficult transition. So as an attorney, not only are you worried about the law, you're worried about the facts, you have an audience, and you have to cater to them, and you have to be dynamic. You have to have a personality that engages them, because oftentimes if you're just going about and talking about law and facts, you're gonna lose them. So that's for me. I like that, going there and trying to find ways to engage people about the subject matter, whether it be difficult subject that we don't want to talk about. There has to be something about you as the attorney that they want to listen to, and then in turn helps your client out.
Yeah. Can you tell when you're losing the jury? That when they're nodding off?
It's never happened. No.
Oh,
no.
See how good he is?
No, you can. You absolutely can. You can tell when you've taken something too far.
Yeah.
An
Time to wrap it up.
Too far, or they're not. You're projecting something incorrectly, and so you have to change it. And it's by reading faces. I learned a lot of those skills when I used to serve tables in restaurants. A lot of those skills transitioned very well, oddly enough, to my job.
From waiter to attorney.
It's a weird thing, but I tell people all the time, I'm like, those skills that I learned serving tables has helped me instrumentally in my life. Engaging with individuals. People are coming to you, you have no idea who they are, but you have to give them something. And I learned those skills talking to people, and that's I always look back at that job as a great thing in my life.
Wow. Any well-known restaurants you can mention, or?
Casa Corona.
Casa Corona?
One of my favorites. My home away from home.
Cedar and Herndon, right?
Absolutely. I worked there for 8 years. Met my wife there, so it's a great place for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You still go back?
I go back all the time.
Okay. What's your favorite kind of case, or what client do you hope comes through the door? What's your whistle?
I like cases that mean a lot. When I say mean a lot, there's something on the line. You know, someone's livelihood's on the line, someone's life's on the line, you know, their freedom's on the line. That when the stakes are higher for me, for some reason, I feel like that's when I'm at my best. That I'm able to focus in, and I like that. You know, the facts of the case doesn't bother me. It's when something's important to that individual, and it's a big deal in their life, it becomes a big deal in my life.
Wait a minute. You said the facts don't matter, or the facts?
We don't get to pick who comes in front of us.
True.
And sometimes when they do, they're not always, unfortunately, someone who is innocent coming to you. Sometimes the cases aren't that good, meaning that the facts are not good for your client. But there's still things you can do for them. There's still things you can help them. There's still guidance that they need. And that's what I enjoy. You know, it's not always in your favor. It's not always easy. This job is not always easy. But it's the ability to find something for someone and help them out when it looks insurmountable. You know, and that's what I like. Against all odds, I guess.
Does every attorney hope for like an OJ case at some point in their career?
I would imagine that, like most people in this world, we were waiting for the big thing to happen, the big break, the big opportunity. I would say that's probably common for all walks of life, that we all probably want that big moment. Some people want it for different reasons, monetary. Other people want it for the fame. Others want it just because I want to help, you know. And so it's just a human thing, I think.
Yeah. All right. Well, if folks want to hire you or are interested in finding out more about you, where can they go?
They can go to our website at nuttallandcoleman.com or fresnolegaldefense.com. They can give us a call at 233-2900, and we're available to talk. We give free consultations. So, yeah, we're always there to talk to people, whether they think they can afford us or not. We're there. We'll help them out. We'll guide them to the next place if we can't help them.
Hey, consultation's free. Why not? Adam, thank you so
much.
much.
Mike.
Nice
Pleasure to meet
meeting you
you
today. Adam Roriguez, criminal defense attorney, right here on Central Valley Talk.